overlook each other's minor lapses. For the record, Howard, I'm sorry that I broke our pact.
Thank you. I'm sorry about your phone and Thanksgiving. And while we're at it, you don't have to wash our clothes on the 4th of July.
As long as we're apologizing, Sheldon, I'm sorry I used your toothbrush.
And I'm sorry. But that behavior is beyond the pale and cannot be tolerated. We are no longer friends.
I got you a talking Thomas the Tank Engine for Thanksgiving.
With real puffing smoke?
Yes.
All right. But I'm watching you.
How hard it is to clean impossible bathroom messes with spray cleaners? Try Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Just add water, squeeze, and erase. It's perfect for cleaning stubborn bathroom soap scum, even hard water stains. For impossible bathroom messes, try Mr. Clean Magic Eraser.
When you're passionate about coffee, only the rich, smooth, and delicious taste of McCafe will do. Enjoy the coffee you know and love at home. Pick yours up at the grocery store today.
Glow to the max. Makeup, now optional.
New Aveeno Max Glow Infusion Drops. With kiwi to lock in moisture and soy to brighten skin tone. Unleash dewy, glowing skin in just 5 days. New Aveeno Max Glow.
Gentle means everything, so we improved everything. We used 50% fewer ingredients, added one-handed pumps, and meet the top safety standards in the world. The new Johnson's. Choose gentle.
If your dishes look dingy when they've been in the washer and your coffee machine is more of a coffer, that's your appliances saying softer water's better. Give me Culligan water. It's water, but better. With Culligan water, the dishes could sparkle, the laundry's to die for, and the coffee's remarkable.
Say no to hair loss. Use Men's Rogaine Foam. The first clinically proven foam to help regrow hair at the root and help reverse hair loss with regular use. For results they'll notice. Men's Rogaine Foam. Use it or lose it.
Hey, did you get that from the Grill Father? Wait, don't tell me. Beefcakes. I've read a blog about that place. No way. You sure?
Dude. The new Carolina Barbecue Mighty Angus. It might just take you by surprise.
1031 Virgin Radio. Home of the Ace Burpee Show and the biggest artists. 1031 Virgin Radio, Winnipeg's #1 hit music station.
I've never seen that in my life. Out of this world. You deserve that shoe.
Get into World of Dance, Sunday at 8, 9 Mountain, only on CTV.
Hey, you got Snoopy out. Can I have a snow cone?
Well, sure.
These are pretty good. What flavor is this?
Guess.
Papaya?
No.
Guava?
You're so close.
Why give up?
Mango caterpillar. What are you doing? You said you liked it.
The following is paid programming. This program may include segments which have been paid for by the organizations or individuals featured in the show.
Time to play Kinsmen Jackpot Bingo. Your chance at lots of prizes and lots of fun. Now with tonight's show, here's your host.
Good evening, everybody, and happy Saturday. Happy Kinsmen Jackpot Bingo time. My name is Kathy Kennedy, of course, and so glad you joined us tonight because, as always, we have a lot of money that we're going to try and give away to you. We've certainly given away a lot of money in the last few months. We'll see if we can do it again tonight. 5 lucky winners last week, by the way, and we're going to run down their names and tell you where they got those lucky cards in just a little bit. Hey, listen, before we drop the balls, I want to quickly remind you the Kin Car raffle is underway. You can head to kincar.com for more information, but if you're heading out to the World of Wheels next weekend, look for the Kinsmen Club. They're going to be there selling tickets at World of Wheels at the RBC Convention Center. It is time to win a vehicle and support a great cause. All right, bingo ladies, can you verify that all the balls are in play? They have done that. All right, thank you. Let's drop the balls and start tonight's game and give away some money. And on the screen, that is our website address. It is kinsmenjackpotbingo.com, and you're going to find a whole lot of great information on that site, including upcoming special bingos and information about that Kin Car raffle and several other things. So I urge you to check it out, kinsmenjackpotbingo.com. All right, here is our first ball of the night. It is on the B line, 13. B13, and just a reminder, we're looking for a totally blacked out card. What that means is every space is filled, and if you happen to do that tonight in 50 numbers or less, well, that $30,000 plus could be yours. B13, our first ball tonight. Moving to the I line, here's 28. Check your cards for I-28. Our first N-line number of the night is 38. Under the N, here's 38. Back to the I line for 20. Under the I, you are looking for 20. Keep your eyes on the I line as we stay there for I-16. Under the I, here's 16. And another I-line number for you now. Here's 18. Under the I, 18. Our next ball, N44. Under the N, here's 44. First O-line number of the night, 75. Check your cards for O75. I-27. Under the I, here is 27. G51. On the G line, here's 51. Back on the O row, 66. Check your cards for O66. N41. Under the N, you're looking for 41. On the B line, 10. Under the B, number 10. Moving to the G row, 53. Check your cards for G53. Again on the G row, 47. Under the G, here's 47. And another G line number for you now. Here's 57. G57. B6. Under the B, you were looking for 6. I-21. On the I line, here's 21. Our next ball tonight, N31. You're looking for N31. Keep your eyes on the N line. We stay there for N36. Under the N, here's 36. Back we go to the O row, 68. Under the O, you're looking for 68. Moving to the N line, 37. Under the N, 37. N39. Under the N, here is 39. Back on that O row, 64. Check your cards for O64. N42. On the N line, excuse me, you're looking for 42. Moving to the I line, 23. I-23. G55. On the G line, here's 55. O61. On the O row, 61. And we're going to go right next door to 62. Under the O, here is 62. On the B line, 15. Check your cards for B15. N34. Under the N, here's 34. Moving to the B line for 4. B4. Next ball is on the N line, 40. You're looking for N40. B14. Under the B, here's 14. And we're going to stay on the B line for 7. you're looking for B7. Move to the G row now, 49. Under the G, here's 49. I-29. Under the I, here's 29. Back to the B's we go for number 9. B9. I-22. On the I line, here's 22. G48. Under the G, here's 48. Next ball is on the N line, 43. Under the N, here's 43. Oh, 63. On the O row, 63. Moving to the B line, 11. Check your cards for B11. Next ball is G50. On the G line, you are looking for 50. I'm going to stay on that G row for 52. Check your cards for G52. N35. Under the N, you're looking for 35. B2. On the B line, 2. We're going to go right next door to B1. Under the B, number 1. I-30. On the I-line, you are looking for 30. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you can hear the drum roll. You know what that means. This is our 50th ball tonight, and it's 070. 070. Now, we're going to pause. If you're a newcomer to Kinsmen Bingo on the 50th ball, it's a pretty important one because if you have a totally blacked out card, well, that jackpot of $30,000 plus could be yours. So we always give you a little extra time at the 50th ball to make sure there are no numbers you may have missed tonight. So our 50th ball this evening is on the O row, 70. And while you're looking and double checking those cards, I want to let you know about a couple of Kinsmen things that are going on. The Kinsmen Club of Winnipeg is going to be sponsoring and volunteering at the Agape Tables Easter dinner. And I want to let you know about Raise a Glass to Make CF History. This is happening April 12th at Fort Gibraltar. There is going to be beer tasting and auctions. Tickets are just $60 and they're on sale right now. So this is happening April 12th. And it's called Raise a Glass to Make CF History. All right, does not look like we have a winner, so we are going to continue with 074. You can see our jackpot has dropped to the $5,000 level. Last week, a very nice and tidy 5 winners. So they are each getting a check for $1,000, if my math is correct. Congratulations to Madeline Getson in Dryden. And Madeline picked up her winning card at Lotto 1. Marion Morris in Souris was a winner last week. I'll tell you where she got her card in just a second. N32. So Marion picked up her winning card at Whitfield Drugs in Souris. Congratulations to Bernice Solpia of Winnipeg. And Bernice got her winning card at Superstore, just one of the many locations around the province where you can get your cards each and every week. Joel Wickland was a winner last week. Congratulations to Joel. As we continue with G54. Joel purchased his winning card at Mississippi Jack's Car Wash, and we are still waiting on one card that is from Caroline Cheeky. But those were your 5 winners last week, sharing in that $5,000 prize. Still no winners, so we continue. Staying on the G row, 59. G59. Now, if you do have a blacked out card, meaning every space on your card is full, what you need to do is call the winner's line. You'll find that number on the back of your playing card. Make sure that card is handy, though, when you're calling in with a winning bingo this evening. There is a serial number on the free space of your card. The ladies will need you to read off, so... I-26. Under the I, here's 26. Still no winner. So we'll go right next door. I-25. We started the show off tonight by telling you about the Kin Car Raffle. You know it's spring and summer's just around the corner when the Kin Car Raffle happens, and you can get more information and tickets at kincar.com. Let me spell that for you. That's KINKAR.com. And if you're heading out to the World of Wheels next weekend, you can purchase tickets there at the RBC Convention Center. B5. B5. A winner or winners. Congratulations to our winners tonight. And a reminder about our winners last week. There they are, Madeline and Marion and Bernice and Joel and Caroline. Congratulations. There's the winner's line. And of course, I encourage you to head to our website, kinsmenjackpotbingo.com, for more information. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you in a couple of weeks. No bingo next Saturday. We'll see you the week after. Good night.
Harvest is a community-based, not-for-profit food distribution and training center. We have been sharing food with those in need since 1984, and since then, the need has only continued to grow. We depend on the generosity of Manitobans like you for donations of food, time, and money. For every $1 donated to Harvest, we can distribute $20 worth of food to the community. Learn how you can make a difference at winnipegharvest.org.
A man shot by police.
Police were trying to control the situation
during the busy downtown lunch rush.
Asking him, drop your weapon, drop your knife, drop your knife.
CTV News was there with in-depth coverage.
We are like family. We try hard to create a positive, upbeat environment. Agape Table. As each person steps through the door, they can leave their hardships behind and come for a warm meal in a safe environment. For a few hours, they are just themselves. Help us help community. Contact Agape Table today.
Live local news leader, CTV News at 6.
Every child has a dream. The goal of the Dream Factory is to make those dreams a reality so that despite the fact that the child is living with this awful disease or this life-limiting condition, that enjoyment of life is able to happen in spite of the disease. All of these dreams are made possible by people giving to the Dream Factory, and to give that piece of life back to these kids, that element of being a kid again.
The proceeding was a paid program and may have included segments paid for by the organizations or individuals featured in the show.
Your live local news leader, CTV News at 6.
Tonight, remembering the victims of the Broncos bus crash.
I wanted to celebrate the lives of those that have been lost.
How the community is marking this somber anniversary. Also tonight,
break-ins and broken windows. I'm Beth McDonnell, the latest neighborhood to see a spike in crime and how the community is responding.
And later,
I don't want other people to have to go through this.
Protesting youth homelessness. Dozens of Winnipeggers rally for change.
CTV News, live from downtown Winnipeg, with Gabrielle Marchand.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. We begin tonight in Humboldt, Saskatchewan, where the community is marking a somber anniversary. A memorial is underway at this hour. It's been exactly 1 year since the crash that killed 16 and injured 13 others. This city will observe a minute of silence at the precise moment of impact. CTV's Omar Sachedina reports from Humboldt.
Colors, but this one stands out. It's for Dana Bronze, the Broncos athletic therapist. Mildred Lennick drove 7.5 hours to be here. She now lives in Calgary, but grew up near Humboldt.
I wanted to celebrate the lives of those that have been lost. To me, this is a celebration of life.
It's very hard to believe that it's a year.
Hassan Masri is an ICU doctor at the Royal Saskatoon Hospital, where he's on shift tonight, just as he was exactly a year ago when he was treating patients of the crash.
We really felt humble strong. We really felt that the country was like in the ICU with us, in the hospital with us.
Of Syrian origin, he's treated victims of the country's civil war. He's been exposed to unspeakable tragedy, but is still struggling with what he saw last year.
I go to Humboldt many times. I watch their hockey team, even though admittedly I'm not a hockey fan. I felt that was part of how I had to deal with my own grieving.
A process that is different for each person. For some, the memorial will bring a source of comfort.
For others, they might find that this is a day that they would just as soon not think much about, and they do something else for this particular day.
The memorial, the next step in the community's journey of healing. About 2,000 people are expected, a third of the city's population. Omar Sachedina, CTV News, Humboldt, Saskatchewan.
And here in Manitoba, those close with the family of one of the victims also paid tribute to the lives lost in that tragic crash. David and Noreen McGuire laid yellow roses and mini sticks on a bench honoring Broncos player Evan Thomas. The McGuires are close friends with Evan's grandparents. The bench sits outside the Keystone Centre in Brandon and was created by community members in the months following the crash. To a developing story now in downtown Winnipeg, a portion of Gary Street is completely blocked off to pedestrian and vehicle traffic due to an ongoing police investigation. Police say officers were called to a serious incident between York and St. Mary Avenue. Officers remain on scene at this hour. The tactical support unit was also called to the scene. Officials say officers are looking for an individual at the Windsor Hotel, and they're clearing out the building room by room for the safety of the people inside as well as police. As of 5 o'clock, police said no one had been injured. They're asking the public to avoid the area. We'll update the story as soon as more information becomes available. A spike in property crime in one Winnipeg neighborhood has people looking for solutions. Norwood West appears to become one of the latest targets for thieves. CTV's Beth McDonnell breaks down the numbers and shows you how the community is stepping up.
In Norwood West, families enjoy green space along the river and live in close proximity to the downtown core. They've also increasingly become the target of thieves.
Bikes getting stolen, garages, people coming really close to the houses.
Karen Sturchak admits she's felt a little uneasy seeing all the suspicious activity.
Sometimes I see people just kind of stop and watch cars go by. It's nervous going, I'm leaving my house and they're watching me leave my house.
According to the latest data from the city, the northern portion of the neighborhood saw a jump from 56 property crimes in 2017 to 133 in 2018. In the southern section, 87 crimes in 2017, up to 176 last year. When it comes to protecting your vehicle, Winnipeg police recommend you remove anything of value and anything visible. That can include shopping bags, loose change, and electronic devices. St. Boniface City Councillor Matt Allard says for the most part, thieves are smashing vehicle windows and getting into garages, and believes it's linked to the meth crisis. To combat the spike, Allard is helping hold a meeting at the Norwood Community Centre.
Well, this is an opportunity for residents to come out and speak directly with police, and also as a community, it's an opportunity to share stories and also maybe get organized.
Karen Sturchak hopes the meeting helps people keep an eye out for each other.
More neighborhood watch presence, walking groups, that type of thing. Just really keeping each other informed.
So that everyone's property is better protected. Beth McDonnell, CTV News, Winnipeg.
And Councillor Matt Allard says although the meeting is in response to crime in Norwood West, everyone is welcome. It starts Tuesday night at 7. A salmonella outbreak in 6 provinces, including Manitoba, has prompted a notice from the Public Health Agency. It comes amid news that 2 people living in Manitoba have died after testing positive for the harmful bacteria. According to the notice, 63 lab-confirmed cases of salmonella have been investigated across the country. 10 of the cases were in Manitoba. Of those, 3 residents of Golden West Centennial Lodge tested positive for the bacteria last month. 2 of them later died in hospital. Health officials have not confirmed whether salmonella contributed to their deaths. The 3rd person recovered. The Winnipeg Regional Health Authority has not yet discovered the cause of the outbreak. There have been no other reported deaths. Meantime, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency is conducting a food safety investigation amid the outbreak. Currently, there are no food recall warnings associated with this outbreak. Well, dozens of people were protesting against youth homelessness in Winnipeg today. People at the Manitoba legislature held signs talking about what it's like to be homeless. The protest was held by the Here and Now Youth Research Team, an activist group made up of people aged 17 to 29 who've experienced homelessness. According to the most recent Winnipeg street census, 1/3 of the homeless people spoken to were under the age of 30. Nathan Sarkozy is part of the initiative. He says there are gaps in the system.
I don't want other people to have to go through this. I'd like to maybe get the system a little bit more ironed out and make it easier for people to escape this downward spiral.
The Here and Now team recently launched a bus shelter awareness campaign at 4 locations across Winnipeg. The campaign will run all through April. A Winnipeg firefighter was injured battling an early morning blaze in the Centennial area. Crews were called around midnight to a house on Elgin Avenue near Isabel Street. Officials say the house suffered significant fire, smoke, and water damage. After 2 hours, crews had the fire under control. One firefighter was treated for a minor injury while on scene. No one was in the house at the time of the fire. The cause is under investigation. More than 100 Manitobans got to brush up on their oral health during the 6th annual Sharing Smiles Day. It's put on by the Winnipeg chapter of Oral Health Total Health. That chapter is run by students from the University of Manitoba College of Dentistry. The students volunteer to raise awareness of the importance of oral health among those living with disabilities and their care providers.
We try to spend the day with them to take away the stigma of being afraid of the dentist and also to promote oral health care.
Organizers say patients with disabilities often face barriers accessing dental care. Several other activities also took part throughout the day, including arts and crafts, karaoke, and a photo booth. With a balmy high of 7 degrees today in Winnipeg, it appears winter-like weather may finally be over. But that wasn't the case back in 1997. Starting April 5th of that year, a massive spring blizzard dumped roughly 50 centimeters of snow on the Red River Valley over the course of 24 hours. The storm paralyzed much of southern Manitoba. Schools and highways were closed and abandoned vehicles littered the city. The blizzard also forced the province to revise its flood outlook. Later that spring, the swollen Red River reached historic levels not seen since the 1850s. Taking a look at those visuals, and I'm pretty glad it is not snowing in Manitoba right now, at least not yet. We're going to get to details a little later on in the newscast. Currently in Winnipeg, 7 degrees, mainly cloudy skies, the wind moving in from the east. And overnight, 3 degrees around 2 a.m. You can expect rain overnight and into tomorrow morning. Overcast skies, the wind is moving in from the southeast. And as mentioned, you will still see some showers lingering tomorrow morning around 8 a.m. 4 degrees. Still ahead, why U.S. President Donald Trump is easing up his threats to close the southern border. Plus, thousands of people protest plans to cut teaching jobs in Ontario.
I'm an innocent man.
The Fix, Monday at 10, 8 Mountain on CTV.
8 people were just killed in a bomb attack. It's always behind that. I'm sorry, but I need your help.
Keep going. My contacts will give you information.
If you don't tell me where the next attack is going to happen, hundreds of people will die.
The clock is ticking, Keaton.
You triggered the countdown. Can you stop it?
Can't get into anything.
We have a problem. This whole floor is filled with explosives. If they go off, they can take down this whole building.
Get into The Enemy Within. Sunday at 10, 8 Mountain on CTV. Then stream anytime.
Hey, Winnipeg! Manitoba's greatest hot rod show is back! Piston Rings World of Wheels! April 12th through 14th, downtown at the Winnipeg Convention Center.